Hey there, Board Game Brody here with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table. Like this one, Kabuto Sumo Sakura Slam. It's a standalone game of the popular dexterity game, Kabuto Sumo. And I have the Sakura Slam here, and then the Swarm expansion with it. And then I have the Dr. Biddle promo, as well as the Bluegrass Bill promo. Sakura Slam is similar to the base game, except different bugs, a square platform with pillars on it, and it really adds some additional wrinkles to the game and applies different physics for you to try to math out in your head to try to figure out how to win. The platform can be moved around to two different sides of each corner, adding in a touch more strategy to the game. The Swarm expansion then lets you build a team of 3 wrestlers where one enters the ring at a time as normal, but the other 2 give ringside help to give their buddy some extra bonuses. The combos generated with what's included in one game or the other is great, but if you have all the wrestlers combined, you can have access to some of the more hidden combos that can be fun to discover on your own. And the Swarm expansion is compatible with either core games as well, and 6 of the 8 included wrestlers in Sakura Slam can be used with the round ring as well. So with Sakura Slam, the strategy is to work the corners. These are 4 fixed posts, and using these posts the right way, it'll help you better protect how your straight push will actually end up. In addition, if you are close to the edge, you can use these posts defensively to help you out. The second part of the strategy that I have for you is to play to your wrestler's strength. You will have different pieces to use and add to the ring according to who your wrestler is. And if you manage to release them to use, you should use their powers to do some great sumo goodness. So this is how it goes. You will be playing with 2, 3, or 4 players in total. You each will choose a wrestler. When choosing or after choosing, make sure that you pay attention to what their signature moves are and what unique pieces you get from using them. Everyone starts with a medium and 2 small pieces to push from the platform onto the ring to start. Players take turns using their playing pieces, pushing them in a straight line onto the ring until that piece that they're pushing is all the way onto the ring. Then they stop pushing. Each corner has 2 sides that you can place your platform on to push from, and when you push from a corner, you will tag it with one of your tokens. Whenever you have tokens on each post, that's 4 total, you'll be granted a bonus action to go again. So I hope you set things up so that happens, When pushing a disc, if any get knocked out and fall off of the platform, those discs become yours to use for future turns. If you don't have any more pieces to use when it's your turn, then you lose and you're out of the match. You will continue taking turns knocking pieces out. Standard pieces are placed in your inventory. Signature pieces are then returned back to the supply. If you knock an opponent out of the ring, then you immediately win the game. Congratulations. You can use your signature moves shown on your wrestler card once per turn before or after you push unless stated otherwise. Some moves might have a cost shown where you have to pay something to be able to do it, and some don't. Some signature moves break other normal rules in the game, and that's okay as well. The game ends when there is 1 player left. This can be done by self-knockout, by not having another piece to place on to the ring, or by someone else knocking you out of the ring. And well, that's really the basis and the idea of this game. It's a simple, fun, and surprisingly hard to calculate actually how those tokens are going to interact with each other when you are pushing one onto the ring. I mean, several times you think one thing will happen and then those discs push others differently, and then the one you planned on dropping off the table is still sitting right there on the ring. The posts in this version also makes things change so that you can push up against them, use them to push other tokens off of them to do different things. But again, it comes down to keeping your token in the ring, your player piece, and knocking all the other players off of the ring. But the fun is also with the changes you get when you play with new wrestlers each game. So here we go. In this corner, we have the great Bug Bino, one of the best batters to come into the ring. Bug Bino has a bat-like component placed around a post at the beginning of the game, and now you can remove a corner tag on the post with the bat, and then that bat gets rotated in a full circle, pushing whatever is around that post off. So stay clear. Next, we have Midas, the Golden Orb Weaver. After placing their third corner tag, they gain the Spiderweb token, and this can be used as your token to push onto the ring. And if this token is ever touching your wrestler at the beginning of your turn, you may tag a corner of your choice for free. You don't want to mess with the Queen Bee. She comes with 5 of these, and you can stack one of your small tokens on top of another non-wrestler piece to gain one of these into your inventory, and then you can push any number of them together in a group instead of pushing a normal disc like normal. Apex, the Goliath Bird Eater Tarantula, starts the game with their own token as their player piece instead of the normal. If Apex is touching another wrestler at the end of their turn, that player must stack a disc. You also have the option to stack 2 of your medium-sized discs to gain a large token at the end of your turn. Morozashi, the Rhinoceros Beetle, maybe the perfect wrestler name for this sumo game right here, but they can remove 2 of their corner tags or stack 3 of their small tokens to gain their pink component. This is pushed into the ring, and at the end of their turn, if it is touching another wrestler, then they can move their wrestler at picking it up carefully and placing it on any large or medium-sized piece. Pretty crazy, right? Next, we have the Liquefier, the Assassin Bug. At the end of their turn, if they knocked out 2 or more pieces, then they get to gain one of their X tokens. Then at the start of their turn, if both of those tokens are ever in the ring, they can push an additional piece of from the same platform as they did for their turn. So it's a double whammy. Green Destiny, the long-headed Chinese grasshopper. This sumo wrestler has mad patience. After you push a piece, you may stack 1 disc that you knocked out this turn. And whenever you make a stack that is exactly 4 pieces high, push an additional piece from any platform position, and you may gain the sword token before you push. And lastly, in this other corner, we have Dude, the Love Bug. You can remove 3 of your corner tags, or you can pay 2 medium discs to an opponent to gain and push both your pieces as a nested group together. This replaces your turn, of course. But the bug is all about hugs and not war. At the start of their turn, if both of their pieces are in the ring touching, you gain a medium-sized token. And if there are not medium-sized tokens available, then you gain a small one. And those are the 8 new wrestlers. Who will take home the belts? Well, who will push the others out of the ring? That's up to you to decide. And what's this? Swarm time? Here we go. In reverse player orders, player will draft 3 wrestlers forming a team to fight inside of this ring. There are cards that include the wrestlers from Kabuto Sumo base game, wrestlers from Kabuto Sumo Beetle Brawl, and from Kabuto Sumo Sakura Slam. You will need at least one of those games to use this expansion. Now you will have swarm matches where you can play back-to-back matches until a player or a team wins 2 matches. You must choose a different wrestler each match, and you will secretly choose one of your 3 wrestlers each time. And you will slot in the wrestler card into the dashboard, and the other 2 wrestlers will come ringside on each side there to help you out. Now you have access to some additional moves shown on those swarm cards from the ringside help. This expansion comes with some extra discs, this hammer token, this microphone token, and these 2 green tokens used by Mother Superior. So if you are new to Kabuto Sumo or feel like you need to, complete and collect all the wrestlers to be complete, both the Sakura Slam and the Swarm expansion will sure add additional options for you. More components, new actions to play this fast, fun dexterity game that still holds more strategy than most other dexterity games. The fixed post, I feel like, is the win. You are marking the post to hopefully gain, additional turn and moving the platform around to calculate the best physics for your move so you can make what what you got better. If you are a fan of hands-on games, then you need to check out this Kabuto Sumo game. You need it in your life. Again, this is Brody with Let's Table It, where we get games to the table, like Kabuto Sumo Sakura Slam. Please like and subscribe to our channel. We are working hard to bring to you videos like this one, so you know if these games here are ones that you want to get to your own table.